and welcome to my channel, and welcome to day 3 of Christy's from Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches Series 5 that I am participating in all month long, along with Christy, of course, and our friends Crystal from Pineapple Papers, Shannon from She's Crafty, and Daisy from Daisy Scraps. And of course, you will find all of the links down below to their channels, so you can go see what gorgeousness they got up to with today's sketch. And today's sketch comes from un air de scrap .over blog.com, and it's a sketch that goes all the way back to June of 2013. It's a gorgeous mixed media heavy sketch, or at least that's how I'm interpreting it. But I went on to see the blog because I thought I would maybe link it down below for you, and I noticed that the last post, it goes back to 2017, so I have a feeling that it's not in operation anymore. But this sketch is gorgeous. Christy chose the most awesome sketches this month. You're going to see there's some mixed media ones, some simple ones, some one photo, multi-photo, really just such a great variety. So to me, this one screamed out quite a heavy mixed media background with lots of different layers. And that is exactly what I did. So let me just push this over to the side so that you can still see the sketch. And this is what I did. So wow, this is kind of busy, is it not? It really is a busy background, but I really wanted to give the idea of those multi-levels of mixed media. So that is exactly what I did. I started in the back. So this is Vicki Boutin's foundation paper, and I just put that on a frame of Maggie Holmes. This is a Maggie Holmes paper, which of course I gutted in the back so that I still have the rest of it to use, because I loved, you see in here, I really wanted to use the sort of blues and greens. These are my lovely grandnieces. I wanted to use the blues and greens that were in here and bring those out, particularly since this is a photo of us after a school play, and the school play was Into the Woods. So I found the sort of greenish colors would be perfect for that as well. So I started with the Vicki Boutin foundations paper, and then I went in with the basic packaging technique. And I used 2 different mists on my background. I used colorings, Oh Say Can You See? And it's a lovely, it always looks so very milky and odd in the bottle, but it comes out so beautifully. So I guess this would probably be closer to the color. It's really a minty aqua type color. It's gorgeous. It's one of my favorites. And then I also use Mama Sings the Blues, which is a darker, which is a navy, without any kind of purple undertone. So it's a very nice navy. It's one of my favorite navies for sure. So I started by putting the packaging technique down. So I got that down a little bit everywhere, and then I used Mama Sings the Blues, and I did some splatters. And I did not do any splatters with the Say Can You See, but I did. Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, I think I did, actually. I did a little bit of splattering with both of them. Then on top of that, I used a Tim Holtz stencil. I didn't bring it with me. I should have. I used the Tim Holtz sort of coffee stain type stencil here with, you know, the splatters and everything. And I laid that down. And I just used a green, a fairly bright green. So I used Stampin' Up! Gumball Green. And I did a little bit of that stenciling right here in this area, over here, and in this area here, so that it would show through. I did a little bit of that here with, I think, Midnight Muse in Stampin' Up! As well. I think that's maybe what this is here. Back with the Gumball Green and a little bit of the Midnight Muse here as well. So that's sort of my second layer of mixed media. And then on top of all of that, I got my lovely, one of my favorite Paige Evans stencils out, the Star Stencil. And I used just white. I was going to use the iridescent, but then I thought it might just sort of disappear, or I really wanted the white because I wanted a little bit of the background blues and greens to be able to show through in their truer colors. So I just used this golden light modeling paste and did that in several areas. So basically it's all over the page. So that was my background, and I had decided to stay very close to the area here, sort of my photo placement, and using the banner pieces here in the background, which is what I did. I added, I don't really know, I mean, this is probably supposedly just to show us like a big embellishment type thing. I wanted it to be a little bit softer, so I just used a doily. So my photo here is a little bit more than 4 by 4. I think it's actually closer to 4.5 by 4.5. Popped it up on foam so that it would stand out. And then I used some scraps of Maggie Holmes paper, some Chamel paper, some Stampin' Up paper, some just bits that I really had on my desk in colors that would match. And I added in here this sort of dusty rose because there was a little bit in this background paper that I wanted to put that had the blues and greens, and then just doing that little bit of pink, I thought, well, you know what, I need a little bit more, and it sort of, but I went in the sort of dustier, grayer tones of that color so that it would still be fairly earthy and not bright or pastel-y. And I just went down and did the various banners. This one straight over to the edge as it is there. So that is very similar. This one also as a straight edge. And I got that down. And my title is simply Into the Woods because that is the play that my grandnieces were in, and that we went to see in 2018, and they are still here in costume. This is just after the play when we were doing the photo sessions, and just after they did the bowing and the sort of what do they call it in French? They call it rappels. The calling back onto the stage, whatever that is called. Anyway, so Into the Woods. And this year I used, these are very old. Are these Rockabye? I think that's what they were called. Thickers that I have in my stash. These are the white ones. I hoard them a little bit because I do actually love them as medium size foam thickers. This Woods is from a Fancy Pants. I'm getting a lot of use out of these from one of the Fancy Pants designs, and they're sort of two tones of green, so that worked perfectly here, Into the Woods. And this area here was perfect for the title. And then I simply did what I normally do, and that is fill in some little areas. So there were some little nooks and crannies here where the doily was. So just share the small things, go see do, a few little sparkly enamel dots here. I put the year right here, 2018, because there's not really much journaling that needs to be done. If so, this one is going to go into my album, so I might do a little bit of journaling. Actually, you know what? I think I might do it on the back because I really just want this background to show, and I don't really see any other way, any other place where the journaling would stand out beautifully. So I think that's what I will do. I just put this little bonjour, which is from a Dear Lizzie sticker sheet, and I put that here, one, because we are in Quebec, the French-speaking province of Canada. The blog here was from France, so, and it just, I don't know, it was just there, and it looked cute, and I thought it fit, so I did. Stargazers, put this fun little bird. This is also from Dear Lizzie. And Whimsical Weekend. Well, this was not actually, well, I think it was a Friday evening. So just decided to put that there because having having them in costume makes for a little bit of a whimsical photo. So there you go, a very mixed media heavy. For me, I tend to be fairly light on my mixed media. I would tend to do packaging and stenciling, or just a little bit of stenciling. Rarely will I do packaging, stenciling in 2 different levels, splatters and all of that. But I really, really, really do love the effect. So thank you for being here. Again, if you would like to join us, we would love to see your takes on any of these sketches. Either tag us on Facebook or Instagram, either in the Mercy Tiara group, in Christy's ABC group. I know this may not be with the challenge, but still, tag us on Instagram, link us to your video, and use the hashtag. Don't forget to go see what all my friends' beautiful, beautiful layouts, what they got done today, and join us here again tomorrow. Stay safe, be well, and I hope you get some scrappy time. See you soon. Bye.